This week, we have a break from teaching classes, so I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to share some of our favorite educational resources with you. These shorts over the next few days will be websites that are, number one, free. Number two, much of their content is in the public domain. And when it isn't, the sites are really clear which material is under copyright. And number three, their materials well-researched and educational in nature. We hope you enjoyed this collection of resources, and feel free to share your favorite resources in our comments. So today's resource is the Internet Archive. This is a beast of a resource. So you can actually find scans of books on here, and that's what I use it for most often. I find images in the books, I read and research from the books, but as you can see, the Internet Archive actually collects an enormous number of different repositories so you can find them all in one place. These are repositories that might have scanned physical books, they might have musical archives, they may archive old websites that are no longer on the internet. If you've ever seen the Wayback Machine, this is their work. So this is an excellent starting point for any kind of research or educational journey that you might be on. So in the last resources short, we looked at the Internet Archive, which has collections of media, many of which are scans of books. Today's resource is the Gutenberg Project. It is also a huge repository of digital books, but these are rendered in an electronic format. Most titles have been formatted to work on a variety of e-readers and platforms, so whether you prefer to read on an ebook reader, a web browser, or some other device, there should be a format that works easily for most titles. You can see here how a typical web browser layout looks on the site. My favorite part of using this format to teach is its searchability. If there's a word or a section I'm trying to find, I can use my browser's find function or the search feature on an ebook reader to locate that passage of the text. While it can be done, this is a function that's just not as easy or reliable to do when using scanned copies of books. The last couple of resources shorts have focused on where one can go to read classic literature. But today, I want to share how you can listen to it. Sometimes a student needs to hear the text while reading along because they may be reading beyond their skill level, or they might need some additional support due to a learning difference like dyslexia or a physical difference like blindness. And that's where LibriVox comes in. LibriVox is a similar type of resource as Project Gutenberg. However, it is a place to find audiobooks. There are a variety of languages available in the LibriVox recording collection, so this can also be a useful tool for foreign language study. So you can play the audio files straight from your browser, you can download it to your device, or you can subscribe to it in the iTunes Store. If none of these formats work for you, the LibriVox recordings can also often be found on YouTube. My personal all-time favorite resource is the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. The Met Museum's website is really beautiful and easy to navigate. In your search feature, you can actually have it select to do an advanced search, so you can narrow things down by things that just have an image. You can do it by date, by region, all sorts of ways to narrow down your search results. In addition to just being able to search their collection, which is extensive and amazing and glorious, they also have educator resources. So they have learning resources and curriculum for teachers, and then they also have a whole bunch of publications that they've released over the years that you can download and you can read, and it has such amazing information. Are you looking for a map? This is the place to find it. This is the David Rumsey Map Collection. As the name suggests, this is the private map collection of David Rumsey, the president of Cartography Associates and the chairman of Luna Imaging. This collection has more than 200,000 maps of all kinds, from roughly 1550 to today. The physical collection is housed at the Stanford University Library, but more than half of the maps have been digitized so they can be viewed and downloaded online. The site allows you to search the collection by keyword or for text printed on the maps. Searches can be narrowed down by who, what, where, and when. And if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, this site is optimized for browsing. A word of caution though, Whole hours can get lost in the process of perusing this glorious collection. If you're teaching American history, the Library of Congress website is a must for your educational toolkit. Many of the important events and topics from American history are covered in their educator collections. As you can see, you can search on any topic and narrow it down by the type of format you want your search results to be. So you can find pictures, you can find manuscripts. These are first-hand documents related to the time period. You can find maps and music and photographs and printed materials and web archives. Sometimes you'll sort through this material on your own. Sometimes they've already organized it into a digital collection for you. It just depends on the topic that you're researching. So we hope that you find the Library of Congress website as useful as we do. Share some of your favorite resources in the comments. We look forward to hearing from you.